While some people might think it's pixelated, people concentrate in different ways. And Mr. Deeds concentrates by playing his tuba, and I have learned in my lifetime that, well, I'm not that musically inclined, so I concentrate by being a doodler. I like to doodle, so we're just gonna doodle out things today. I hope you enjoy. So thinking up, growing up, I think there's a lot of things in my life that have taught me to be a doodler. The earliest things I can remember is my mom being on the phone, and she'd use an old envelope, and while she was talking, she'd write down the name or number of people, or even just her grocery list, and then start doodling around it, making arrows and funny shapes. And my dad always had his notebook and drew out his train layout the way that he would like it to be. But of course, my first really big influential artistic influencer was Steve from Blue's Clues and his amazing handy dandy notebook. I cannot begin to describe how much I learned about drawing through that show. I guess also my first crush when I was in first grade, he really liked to draw. He liked to make his own cartoons, and I eventually made my own cartoon. This little girl here, who sometimes ends up in my drawings. In second grade and in third grade, we did cursive writing and learning how to write our English characters well. Learning to write instead of just drawing was a big thing. My second grade teacher taught me, and third grade was all about cursive drawing and all those fun L's and stuff. I also had my friends growing up, Carolyn and Nick, we were into fantasy and all that kind of stuff, so they liked to draw and encouraged me to do so as well, including my sisters. They all love drawing. I think they draw a lot too, just like my parents, so get inspiration for them. And my biggest favorite animal was a wolf growing up, so I liked trying to figure out different ways to draw them. And I really wanted my room to be all snowy and have trees in it, filled with moons and stuff. That I got the snow, but not the tree part. But that's okay. The things that we doodle, and phoenixes and dartboards. I'd like to have a raven or a crow, just like in It's a Wonderful Life. You know that uncle? Anyway, going back to school, I always like my math and sciences. And, math and sciences, they really help me think about how I write and draw things, like the letters and numbers, so I don't get confused. And in college, it was all about the givens, what I'm finding, and how you do this solution, and always writing out and fully doing those kind of things. Also, my Latin teacher in high school, Mr. Kitzak, always encouraged our artistical work, and not really caring how good or great it was, just having fun with it. And then in college, my physics professor, Dr. Lin, would draw everything. Like, we even got graded on how well we drew things. It was pretty intense. And just going to school for engineering in general, there was a lot of, strategical drawing. And things like Kingdom Hearts and the icons that hung in my room and the different shows that I watched encouraged me to draw people. But I think my favorite doodle is always just the random kind of drawing, just quick sketches and roses and stuff. And pens will always be my favorite, along with pencils. Those are my two favorite forms of media. Hey there, friend. I hope this finds you well. I am currently in the midst of reading The Sweetness of Grace by Constantina Palmer, I think is her name. Anyway, and also finishing up Midsummer. Yay! How exciting. I took off last week because there's 5 weeks in May and I'm lazy. And so I'm giving myself 2 weeks off this year. That one that was near Christmas and last week. So this is just me randomly doodling. Thanks for letting me doodle with you. It's nothing, just not super planned out, but there it is. And I guess that's it. I don't have much else to say. Sorry for all the mess ups and You know, I was doodling things and they didn't come out exactly like I planned, but hey, there it is. You know, whatever. Okay, my candle's out, so I think that's it. I think we're gonna call it quits. Can you see the smoke on the lens? Interesting. Anyway, happy June. I'm gonna go sleep now. Bye!